Hi everyone, welcome to Carmen's Australian Storytime. Today we are reading Splat the Cat, written by Rob Scotton. Having a look at the front of this book, I see a cat, a mouse, some pencils and a school bag. I wonder what's going on. Let's have a look at the blurb and see if it tells us. It's Splat's first day at school and he's worried. What if he doesn't make any new friends? Just in case, Splat hides his pet mouse Seymour in his lunchbox. Soon Splat meets the class and begins cat lessons. School seems okay after all, until Seymour escapes at lunchtime. Can Splat keep all of his friends, old and new? This is the blurb and it sounds very, very interesting. Splat the cat is about to start school and he's really worried about it. Are you starting to think about starting school next year? Do you wonder if you will make friends? Let's see what happens to Splat. Something that I find interesting and makes me want to read this book is reading that Splat has a pet mouse. Cats don't usually like mice. They eat mice. I am very curious to see what happens when Splat goes to cat school, especially now that I know he takes his pet mouse. Splat the cat. Splat and cat are rhyming words. Can you see that they have the same at sound in them? It was early in the morning and Splat was wide awake. Today was his first day at cat school and his tail wiggled wildly with worry. Splat looks very anxious about his first day. Have you ever had to start something new? Trying new things can be quite scary at first. What do you think Splat could do if he's scared or worried? If I hide from the day, maybe it'll go away, he thought. It didn't go away. Time to get up, said his mum. What does it mean to hide from the day? Splat is trying to avoid facing his first day at school, so he's hiding under the blankets. I have often had that feeling when I have had to start something new. It doesn't go away and it's important to get up and be brave. I don't have any clean socks, Mum. Maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. You don't wear socks, said his mum. I'm having a bad hair day. Mum, maybe I should go to school tomorrow instead, said Splat. His mum combed his hair. Perfect, she said. Splat keeps coming up with reasons he can't get ready for school. He must be really nervous about it. Do you think he would feel any better if he went the next day or tomorrow? Don't forget your lunchbox, said his mum. Oh, I'll need a friend today, thought Splat, and he dropped his pet mouse Seymour into his lunchbox. Time to go, said his mum. The front door won't let me out, Mum. The gate won't let go of my fingers, Mum. The lamp post won't get out of my way, Mum. What do you think would happen if you put a mouse in your lunchbox and took it to school? Do you think the front door, the gate and the lamp post could really stop you from going to school? I think you would find that people would be very frightened if you took a mouse in your lunchbox to school, and I don't think you would have much lunch left when you got there. I also am pretty sure that a lamppost, a door, a gate will not stop you from going to school. Oh boy, he is really scared. You can ride your bike if you like, Splat, said his mum. So he did, but he didn't say a single word. Do you sometimes go really quiet when you are doing something new or you're nervous? What an interesting bike Splat rides. Have you seen one like it before? It is called a penny farthing, and it's a very old-fashioned bike that has one big wheel and one little wheel. Why do you think Splat is very quiet? Welcome to cat school, said a big round cat. I'm Mrs. Wimpy Dimple, your teacher. Splat's mum gave him a hug. I'll be back soon, she said. You'll be fine. Everyone, this is Splat. Let's welcome him into our class, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Hi, Splat. Oh, doesn't everybody look happy and welcoming at his school? Mrs. Wimpy Dimple began. Cats are amazing, she said. We're clever, cunning, and quick. Text to self. Do you like cats? What do you already know about cats? My grandma had a cat called Puss, and the only time I remember seeing him was at dinner time when grandma would call him to eat. Draw a picture of a cat that you know. You may have even seen a big cat or a tiger at the zoo. Am I amazing too? Asked Splat. Yes, you too, said Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. You are amazing too. Every one of us is amazing. We are unique. There is only one of us. Can you think of the different ways we are all amazing? Some of us are strong or kind. Some are smart or good at fixing things. Some of us can act, sing, dance. Some of us can write, speak well, and draw. What makes you amazing? Cats climb trees, drink milk, and chase mice, she continues. Splat puts his hand up. Why do we chase mice? Asked Splat. It's what we do, replied Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Why? Asked Splat. Because. Why? 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 Mrs. Wimpy Dimple sighed. Lunchtime, she announced. Making connections. Why do you think Splat asks about chasing mice? Can you remember who his best friend is? Somebody he put in his lunchbox. Of course he wants to know why they chase mice because his best friend is a mouse. Oh boy, let's see what's going to happen next. Splat opened his lunchbox. Mouse! Splat thought everyone would like his friend Seymour. They all have very surprised faces. Make a prediction. What do you think the other cats will do now that they have seen Seymour? Run? Hide? Scream? Or will they chase the mouse? The cats did what cats do. They chased Seymour. Seymour hid behind a glass bottle, and when the cats saw his face through the glass, they screamed and ran away. Seymour did what all mice want to do back to cats. If you said chase the mouse, you were right. Why do you think they got a fright when they saw the mouse through the glass jar? Do you know what the word magnify means? What do you think Seymour did? So the word magnify means to make bigger. When Seymour ran behind the glass jar, the curve in the glass actually made his face look really big and scary, and they all got a fright. So now what do you think Seymour is going to do? Stop! Cried Splat. Splat! They didn't stop. Oh boy, why are the cats running? Who do you think is chasing them? Of course, it's Seymour. But this would not normally happen, would it? Seymour is chasing the cats, and poor Splat is in the way. Enough, Mrs. Wimpy Dimple said, and it ended. It's milk time. Oh, that made them all stop. Hooray! Uh-oh, but the door to the milk cupboard was stuck. No milk today, announced Mrs. Wimpy Dimple. Aww. Splat whispered into Seymour's ear. Seymour nodded and then he jumped onto the lamp. He jumped from the lamp into the hole in the cupboard. A moment later, the door swung open. Yum! Use your visual clues. How did Seymour help the cats? The picture shows how he jumps onto the light and swings over to the hole and opens the door from inside. The cats look very happy to have their milk. Have you ever had to save the day? Mrs. Wimpy Dimple wrote again on the blackboard. Cats don't chase mice. Hooray! Cheered the class. Soon it was home time. Splat's mum returned and gave him a hug. Seymour helped the cats even when he didn't have to. He changed the way they thought about him by his kindness. How do you think Splat and Seymour are feeling now after their first day at school? I'm pretty sure they had a great day because everybody is friends with them now. I've got lots of friends. Cats don't chase mice, and I'm amazing, he told his mum. I wonder what you will learn on your first day of school. I know for sure you will make a lot of great new friends who you will see 5 days a week. Some of you are at daycare and you only get to see your friends on the 1 or 2 days that you get to go. Well, when you go to school, you'll see each other 5 days, every day. You get to play together and you will meet a teacher who thinks that you are amazing. Do you think Splat had a good first day? I do. It was early the next morning and Splat was wide awake. Today was his second day at cat school and his tail wiggled wildly with excitement. Here is Splat on his first day before he started school. Look at his face, he looks very frightened. Here is Splat on his second day of school. What do the pictures tell us about how his feelings have changed? I just know that after your first day of school, you will be smiling like Splat. It said in the book his tail wiggled wildly with worry on the first day, but on the second day his tail is wiggling wildly with excitement. He's even packed his school bag already. Wow, what a big difference. And I like the way you can tell the difference just by looking at the drawings. Thanks for reading about Splat with me. I really liked how brave Splat was and how he ended up teaching the others that mice can make good friends and there's no reason not to like them. I know that you're going to have a great first day at school and that you can be brave like Splat. If you would like to hear more wonderful stories, please subscribe. I would love to hear your comments and even see some of your cat drawings. See you next time.